Loyalty, honesty, and unselfishness lead a man to a successful life. Daily life, one should show courtesy and service to fellow men. Here, I will quote one of the best example that I can quote him is Sayyid Muhammad Bari. His vision, mission, objectives. Vision, mission, objectives. Meticulous hard work has made him achieve the success in building of this wonderful institution. Let us all wish him and his family a healthy, peaceful, successful in the years to come, and one day we will see this institution winner of Master Chef India 2023. Keep it up, Ms. Ashik, and my good wishes to you. I presume and wish all of you have the mindset to go with it, and it is up to you to decide how you will now use the skills and education you have acquired. You have got the certificate, so go out to serve the people. I am sure great things are sure to happen to you all. Once again, I congratulate all the graduates and advise you to be grateful to your parents, family, teachers, and support you to the alma mater, that is BEARYS institution, for all the help you received for the successful completion of your graduation, post-graduation and diploma. Wish you a highly rewarding and very successful journey ahead. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
He has successfully defended his thesis entitled Physical, Mechanical and Microstructure Properties of Concrete Containing Recycled PET Bottles and MSAN has Fine Aggregate Replacement Towards Sustainable Construction.
Discovery, inner realities, and how full is your cup. He has also and seminars to audiences from diverse cultural background.
To all of you, what a wonderful day and a colorful day. Graduates rearing to go into the world. Beginning and end in every step I take. This 4 years is one continuous movement in all my steps. You'll take the next step, you'll continue to take, you'll take several steps as you move forward. That you're taking to get out into the world. You went to college, you had fun with your friends, you don't know what you're going to do. Some of you will be looking for a job, you will be thinking of higher studies, but you'll have to work hard to get there. Let me tell you, your learning begins now. There can't be a better school than life. And if you stop learning in that school, you will become stagnant, you will become repetitive, and soon the name that will be given to you is a robot. You will be repeating yourself. So keep learning, particularly in the world that you are going to be encountering with all artificial intelligence, generative intelligence, all kinds of things where all mundane things will be taken over by machines and robots. And you will be called upon to think. In the past, those who had knowledge were the king. I can tell you, in the near future, when I say near future, not even 2 to 3 years, those who can create knowledge will be the kings, not those who have accumulated knowledge. And what does it mean to create knowledge? You'll have to constantly keep connecting dots, constantly keep looking at things, and see how you can add value. You have 2 of your own alumni who have set up a startup and added something to the society in creating an instrument that can diagnose oral cancer. So you will be called upon to create knowledge which others can consume. And as long as you can keep creating knowledge, you will be good and you will be valued. That's just the beginning. I thought as a keynote address, I'll give you 3 points from my life which brought me where I am. And these are some things that I've lived, I continue to live, and I think I will hold them very dear to me till the last day of my life. The first thing is, create a clear vision or purpose or a goal for yourself. I mean, next 2 months, 3 months, ask yourself, why am I here? Look around you, there is nothing on this earth which doesn't have a purpose. This mic has a purpose to amplify my voice. The fan has a purpose to send cool air. Everything has a purpose, and so should you have a purpose. Each of you should have a purpose. Discover that purpose. Discover that vision. Why do you need to do that? We all have enormous amount of capabilities. Every human has unlimited potential. Now what do I use that for? Out there, the sun is shining and the sun rays are very beautiful. But if you have a focus and a purpose in life, we all have done this small experiment in our life. We bring a magnifying glass, converge all the sun rays, and suddenly you will find you can burn a paper. You created another source of energy just by focusing all your abilities. So therefore, having a vision is very, very important. The second important thing is, ask yourself, what is that you stand for as a person? Are you going to be yielding to everything that's happening around you without even knowing what you stand for? Having said that, my second job, I was in HR. I learned that my company was stealing sugarcane from farmers by doing an adjustment in the weighbridge. So I went and asked my boss, do we do this? And my boss said, yes, all companies in this region do this. I said, do we do this? He said, yes. I asked him, will you stop it? He said, I have no control over it. So that night I couldn't sleep. And the next day morning I went and gave a note of separation, not even a resignation, saying that if I continue to work for you, I will become an activist working against the company, taking the salary from the company, and I don't think it's appropriate. That very evening I was relieved from my services, and at that time I had 50,000 rupees loan to be cleared because I published my own book come game when I was hardly 27, 28. Now, if I'm going to tell, oh, I need to somehow protect my job, I need to give up, I was reading the oath as you were all taking the oath. Every word in that oath is so important. And even if each of you can live 2 or 3 of them till the last day of your life, I will guarantee that success will keep knocking at your door. There's no question about it. So become very, very aware. What is that you actually stand for? Do you stand for, what is your conviction? And what is that you really want to convey through what you do? I mean, people talk about values. Every value of ours is conveyed through what we do, our behavior. As you behave, people sense what you value, what you don't value. And one thing that I request you to do is, whatever you do, give a little extra to it. Give a little extra effort to it. I'll give you 2 examples from my own life. I was a student in the school and I was the house captain, and we had to create a house magazine. It was an inter-house competition. And we had 100 points for that magazine. So as a house captain, I got everything organized, got the book ready. And 3 o'clock is the submission time, and I went to my housemaster. I still remember her name was Hussain ma'am. And I asked her, ma'am, do you have perfume? And she said, yes, for what? I said, just give me. So she was very kind enough. She knew me very well. So I put the perfume on the book. And she said, why are you doing this? I said, everything being equal, when my book smells better than the other's book, I have a half a mark advantage and I can win the competition. And we won the competition. We got 100 points for the house. I was told 2 days ago that I'm going to be giving the keynote address. In 2 days, I managed to get a small gift for all of you, which you can carry with you as you leave the graduation ceremony. 400 copies are lying with your principal. That's a little extra that I talk about. Whenever you are invited for anything, whenever you are working anywhere, just give a little extra. You don't have to stop just doing what you've been asked to. Finally, There are 5 friends, which is the gift that I have given you. I have tried hard to keep away in my life for the last 35 years. The first friend is excuses. I don't give any excuse to anybody. People give excuses to hide their incompetence. When I don't know something, I tell people I don't know, but I learn and come back and deliver this to you. I don't use excuses because why should I give an excuse? If I don't know, I don't know. If it is difficult, it is difficult. I don't want to be a superhero. The second friend is reasons for not doing something. We all will have enough reasons for not doing something. But if you start taking advantage of them, you are sacrificing your own growth. You are sacrificing an opportunity that you got to deliver. So I don't give any reasons. If I fail, I say, I goofed up, I'm sorry. I will ensure next time this will not happen. Then there is a third friend, because. Why you couldn't do this? Because he didn't do that. Sorry. You can't blame anybody for what you are supposed to do in life. Take the complete responsibility. Fourth friend is a very, very interesting friend. Particularly people who are very intelligent use them. Rationalization. Oh, in US it is possible, but India it is not possible. If we would have thought like that, I don't think Digiyatra would be a reality or digital currency would be a reality. I don't think, I mean, I've worked in over 15, 20 countries, and there have been offers for me to go to US, go to, second home in Malaysia, but I said I will not leave this country because I know in this country, if you walk bare feet, wisdom will come from the soil into your brain. That reaches this country. That reaches this culture. And I don't think I will get out of this place. So, don't rationalize anything. Just look at what the fact of life is, accept the reality, go work towards it, and make it happen. The last friend, who is the most dangerous one, you try and go and talk to somebody and somebody gives you a solution. And you know what is the response this person will give if you use this friend? Yes, but. Why you didn't wake up in the morning? My alarm failed. You could have kept another support alarm from your mobile. My mobile battery was down. You could have asked your friend to wake you up. Oh, my friend also slept off. You can keep on, yes but, yes but, yes but. Where will it take you? These 5 friends, can you recollect those 5 friends? Excuses, reasons, because, rationalization, yes but. If you can keep away these 5 friends, I can tell you with great degree of certainty, at least this has happened in my life, success will keep knocking at your door. Again and again and again. All that I can say is, parents are very concerned about their children. So were my parents. And I was the youngest of 4 kids. And during my school days, in the half-yearly exam I would fail, and in the annual exam I'll get the minimum mark that is required to go to next standard. While my siblings were within the first 5 rank or first 10 ranks. So you know what was the career planning my parents did for me? I grew up in a village. So they said they will buy me 20 buffaloes so that I can sell milk and make my living. I'm not joking, I'm not lying, I'm not talking for the sake of talking. This is a reality. And today, at 63, I think one of my books recently was translated into French and is being used to develop reflection among people in Belgium. So therefore, it is not that somebody can limit your capacity or capability. Believe in yourself. Have a clear direction, vision that you want to move towards. Why do you need a vision? If you don't have a vision, I can guarantee that you will become a support for somebody else's vision. But if you have your own vision, you will be working for your own self. Stand by whatever you believe is right in life. Come what may. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you will gain. But when you decide to stand for something, what it has given me is, I hardly need 30 seconds when I put my head on the pillow. I go to deep sleep within 30 seconds. I don't have to worry about anything because I stood by what I wanted to and I've lived by what I stand for. And then keeping away these 5 friends will only get the best out of you. And as you walk and take the next step, let me wish each one of you the very best in life and an opportunity to show the world all that is hidden in you. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Good luck.
Mr. Rahman sir has to leave, so I request the chairman to hand him the memento. Thank you, sir, for joining with us. Jagadish. As one of the founders of the widely recognized practice, Architecture Paradigm, he has been involved in a wide variety of projects spread across India, ranging from single-family residences to large-scale. It's about people and sensitivity to the idea of place. It has been recognitions and also the recognition as one of the top 10 young practices in India. A very warm welcome to you, sir. I request you, sir, to address the gathering on threshold in architecture.
Days for you today. So here today, while others spoke about in a very generic kind of a structure, I mean, which is valuable advice, my presentation will be kind of anchoring around architecture, because architecture is the way I see the world. So I would like to talk to you about that. The other day, Mr. Berry called me and he asked, what are you going to call this presentation of yours? And I was a little put back because it was a short notice and I wanted to kind of see how I can contribute. So the word threshold always lingers in my mind, like what Mr. Sampath just spoke about, the steps. Threshold is the space, I believe, it's that liminal space, the space between things, kind of question ourselves and put ourselves, it's a physical space. It is like when I say a threshold, it could just be the door frame, or it could be the your house versus the neighborhood, your veranda in front of the house. So right now as students, I guess you're all in that house, you know, you're inside that house. So now you're on that threshold, you're graduating and you're moving out. So you kind of entering a world which is a very kind of, I wouldn't say challenging, but a host of possibilities. So it is how you navigate it, you know. So for me, I always kind of lean back when I see what architecture has kind of given me. I always think about certain fundamentals. I think this is something that others can mull over as well. First one is the idea of architecture as a discipline. No, before I head to that, this is an image. You know, it's about swimming and bicycling, you know. So is there a scientifically written book on how to learn swimming or how to learn bicycles? It's usually taught by somebody, right? It's usually kind of your family and friends, or you know, some people who are there to kind of guide you. Nobody is there to kind of tell you exactly what you need to do. You figure it out yourself, and that is what architecture is also about. You know, it is not about taking you and saying these are the things that you need to kind of follow and then you're a good architect. There's no prescriptive model. You know, I mean, with due respect to the master chef around with us, the idea of cooking is fundamentally, it is in a certain framework, you know, there's certain structure to it. But when you consider these kind of things and architecture, there's no prescriptive model, you know. So it's so open-ended. So you have to build your own structure. So first one, like I said, architecture as a discipline. What does discipline mean? Discipline fundamentally has authority written over it, or order written over it. But I'm talking about the idea of discipline as a field. When you say architecture is a field, can we really categorize architecture as a field? Because it could easily kind of be seen as it's about aesthetics. People will say it's about constructing beautiful buildings, or it's about engineering and structure, or it's parts of social streams of study, or it's about philosophy as well, or all of the above. So it is all interrelated, it is all a part of each other. So even I would like to also bring another point into this, where when you are studying sciences, pure sciences like biology, physics or chemistry, you can do independently of each other. You don't really have to kind of be pursuing physics, chemistry together. You can do it independently and yet live your life, which is totally detached as well. You can be a homemaker, you can be a family man, you can do many other things, So, and as a profession, you can pursue it. And you can keep your lives different. But in architecture, the challenge really is, it's a part of you every day. You live your life in a building. You move around in space. The environment around is there to kind of, always challenge you and raise questions. So what I'm trying to say is, keep your views open about things. It is about where your next source of inspiration comes. Need not necessarily have to be the things that you've learnt in classroom. It could be art, it could be movies, it could be music, it could be many things that you get your inspiration from, and how you use it creatively is what qualifies you to become an architect or move ahead as an architect. So these are the fields. So in today, if I see each of the colors as a field, like say one is architecture, one is structure, one is interiors, the real idea of creative, possibilities are at the intersections of these fields. So it's not within the field themselves, but so you have to be aware outside your fields as well to kind of see where the next idea comes from or next inspiration comes from. So the other thing I want to talk quickly is the idea of architecture as alchemy. What is alchemy? Alchemy is about converting ordinary material into gold. Here I would see that ordinary material into something of value. Architecture is about that. It's like the stones in a quarry becomes something as beautiful as that. Would you kind of see them as stones, or you see them something more than that? That is what it is about. It is about transformation of one into another. And here the earth has been changed into a structure. It's a mosque in Africa. And here there's even to this day, things are baffling as to how they manage this rock cutting. So precise. So it's a feat that changes the perception. Here, when we look at these kind of things, you're not really looking at the material. You're actually here in the space. Like here, we are with you in this kind of pavilion. So you're not only hearing me speak, but you're also experiencing things around you in terms of climate, in terms of many things. So it's the atmosphere. Architecture is about creating that atmosphere. And this is a famous church built by a very well-known architect of the 20th century called Le Corbusier. He said construction is about putting things together, but architecture is about moving us. It has to move us finally, whatever you see. So the third thing that I want to talk about, architecture is a language, because it's about communication finally. We see as humans, even in the most inanimate objects, you kind of visualize, maybe in the cloud, you see the cloud as a form of something. It's called pareidolia. You see a certain kind of structure present. So you see this, communication that is there. So this is, I don't know how many of you watch movies, but this is a reference that I always always go back to, it's based on a hypothesis called Sapir-Whorf, who says that when you learn a new language, your mind changes. So you've learned a new language, all of you from different streams. You have learned different ways of communication. So the way you think about things change you, and it is not the end of it. It is about how you can move ahead. So this is a very famous movie. I will not go into that, where we as humans are tuned to this idea of reading in a very linear way. So, the caption was that there is no time. So, when an alien visits the planet, he says they communicate, they decipher the communication as that there is no time, but we understand it as though it's a need to prepare for war. But here it is, all they are trying to say is that there is no concept of time. So how you read the sentences and read between the things becomes very important. And yeah, as architecture is about making drawings, you learn a lot of things, different mediums. Today with computer and AI, way you communicate with technology also becomes of paramount importance. So these are some drawings. This was a work given for the first year students in a college, where they were asked to draw their journey from their houses to the college. So they have put together a map, and it's not of any scale or anything like that. It's not a technical map, but it conveys emotion. It conveys a certain way of looking at things. So that is, communication is so important, and how you communicate through different ways. So buildings can speak, and should speak. So this is some more of that kind of thing. I will not go into it. And this is the other thing, which the fourth point I want to talk about, that anthropomorphism is fundamentally how we see human things in everything. I remember once Mr. Syed Berry talking about, a building should have a feminine character. So you seek that human kind of quality in buildings, So this is how we have humanized animals, right, as people. We've looked at, we've enjoyed these cartoons in our heydays. And we also see faces, and you can replicate this as kind of, human-like tendencies it has. It has a personality fundamentally. So here, I'm sure you guys have seen the movie and or heard about it. So this is an extension of yourself, in the character's extension of himself. It's a mask, and it is sentient. It can, also think parallelly with you. So architecture is also about that, creating that extension to yourself, or any profession for that matter is about creating that extension that navigates this world, and you can move around. And so most of our buildings of yesteryears were built with these, not measuring tapes, your hands and things. So it had an innate human-like quality. So every single dimension in this Gopuram can be related to this idea of a human hand. So that is modernized today, and it's widely used to see, finally, anything that you see has to relate to. So that's the reason why we have as a practice, it's about people, finally. Architecture cannot be independent of people. So the last point that I want to talk about is that we are futurists. We are like fortune tellers in a way. Like we kind of there are two kind of models. One is the egocentric model, where I am talking to you, and it's a very subjective kind of a position. There's another point, I can sit with you in the crowd and see myself talking to you. So it is the human's ability to position. It's like the plan. When somebody gives you a plan for your house, when you read the drawing, it is a great allocentric model, because you can picture your life around in that, how you move around. So it's the human's ability to kind of navigate. So this is like an artist's illustration of the same event in two different viewpoints. So you have to see things parallelly. It is not about just what you see within that frame, It's also about seeing beyond. And the point I want to make is, as a futurist, you're also predicting. You see the changes around you, and people have spoken to you. I'm sure you are well aware of what architecture does to the environment. It is perhaps one of the most destructive professions on the planet. But so it becomes even more responsible as to how you wield your knowledge in architecture, or how you use it. So, and likewise, I would also like to say I am critical of engaging with technology too much, for the reason that, you know, technology is the thing that actually, we talk about technology enabling people meeting, you know, allowing us to meet in a better ways. But I believe that technology is the distance that creates between what is fundamental, we as humans, and nature. So there's always a barrier that comes in between us, you know. You use as an interface, you use as many other things. While that might be the way of life ahead, but it is important to kind of be critical of what you have learned, and also use that in a way that you can grow your own knowledge, you know, and so that way you can kind of make the difference as well. So with that, I would like to conclude my talk, and I really thank BEARYS for this opportunity. I hope you I thank you for your patience as well. And it might be a little over, but this is who I am. So I'm just talking to you about myself here. Thank you.
Being the best is a great thing, but doing your best, it's the most awaited time to honor the best outgoing students. I now call upon Dr. Mehboob, Department of E&C, to read out the names of the best outgoing students of different departments. I request our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Syed Mohammed BEARYS, to felicitate them.
Hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Each graduate before us has overcome challenges, embraced learning, and demonstrated an unwavering commitment to excellence. I am Dr. Mehboob Mujawar, Assistant Professor from Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. It gives me immense pleasure to announce and recognize the outstanding achievements of those who have truly excelled in their academic pursuits. The best outgoing student from BEARYS Enviro Architecture Design School is the one who has consistent dedication to learning and overall good academic performance, had served as unit designee for the year 2019 and served as the unit secretary for the year 2020 at National Association of Students of Architecture, NASA. Represented bids at zonal and national level of NASA India, managed to promote college to gain observer status at NASA India. Any guesses? Mr. Abdul Aziz Anwar Abubakar. And from BIT in the Department of Civil Engineering is, any guesses? Let me give you all some hints. This graduate had secured very good grades and had overall good academic performance, has good leadership skills, which was demonstrated in the departmental association related activities, has positive attitude and respect towards peers, teachers and staff. And this best outgoing student is none other than Miss Khatijat Shamila. The best outgoing student from Department of Computer Science Engineering is the one who has good CGPA and done commendable projects in final year. Had secured placement in 2 prestigious companies, IBM and Ivy Systems Private Limited. In addition to academic brilliance, actively participated in CBIT, the Computer Science Association, contributing significantly to its success. Has played integral role in organizing events of department and college level. Possesses excellent managerial and communication skills, leading with empathy and understanding. Has been a pillar of support and a source of inspiration for fellow students. And the recipient is Miss Shireen Fatima. The outstanding graduate who has earned the title of Best Outgoing Student from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering is the one who is disciplined, honest, most confident, sincere, hardworking and humble. This graduate has consistent dedication to learning, has achievements in research, sports and other extracurricular activities. Had received KS. The best outgoing student from the Department of Mechanical Engineering is the one who possesses a remarkable blend of confidence, sincerity and a strong academic focus. Student from BIT Polytechnic section. The best outgoing student from the Department of Civil Engineering is, any guesses? This student maintains a record for being a topper of department, has positive attitude and respect towards peers, teachers, one who is disciplined, honest and most confident, had maintained a record for being a topper of diploma, was awarded certification of appreciation for his commendable hours of volunteer service at college, also received awards and certifications for different competitions, internships and workshops, has organized several events, participated in extracurricular activities. I request everyone to give him a big round of applause. Their commitment to learning and pursuit of knowledge has left an indelible mark on our institution. As we celebrate these remarkable achievements, let us also remember that today is the knowledge you have gained here will serve as a foundation for a future filled. Moving on to the engineering section, Ms. Zuleika Haifa Afrin has emerged as the academic topper from the department, the position of academic topper from the Department of Computer Science Engineering, attaining an exceptional 89% at the examinations conducted by the university. Tech topper from the Department of Computer Science Engineering, achieving an impressive score of 88%. Our heartfelt congratulations to Ms. Arzu for this academic achievement, with an outstanding 85% at the examinations conducted by the university. Congratulations to Mr. Muhammad Mateen Bhagwan for this remarkable academic achievement. In the Department of Mechanical Engineering, the highest achiever is Mr. Sheikh Kef, attaining an impressive score of 89%. Congratulations to Mr. Sandeep has secured the top position in MTech with an impressive 81% at the examinations conducted by Vishweshwara Technological University, Belagavi of Civil Engineering, achieving an excellent of 86% at the examinations conducted by Directorate of Technical Education, Karnataka. From the Department of Mechanical Engineering, securing an impressive score of 94% at the examinations conducted by Directorate of Technical Education, Karnataka. Congratulations to Mr. Faiz for this remarkable achievement. He is also the best outgoing student of the year 22-23. Let's give them a big round of applause for exceptional dedication to studies and for setting a standard of excellence for all. Once again, congratulations to all the graduates and a heartfelt salute to our exceptional toppers. May your future be as bright as the smiles on your faces today. All the best and thank you.
Guest Mr. Muhammad Ashik, who made headlines after becoming the winner of MasterChef India 2023. I now request our chairman, along with all the dignitaries, to felicitate Muhammad Ashik.
I wanted to share my journey with you all. So when I was small, so I started playing with the toys, like my sister's kitchen toys. So from there it started my journey. So after that, my granny, she's a very good cook. So she's an inspiration for me. I hope everybody have like their own inspiration, mother and father or friends. So my inspiration is my grandmother. So from there I started learning cooking. So last year I have given the audition for the MasterChef India season 7. So I reached till top 40. Unfortunately, I couldn't go forward. So then after that I came back to Mangalore. I was in depression for 4 months because I started questioning myself, what's wrong with me? So then later on I realized, no, जो कुछ भी हुआ है सब अच्छे के लिए हुआ है. So then I never give up actually. So I thought, okay, next year So I thought next year I'll give my best. So जो भी मैंने सोचा था उस टाइम ओके शायद वो सब अच्छे के लिए हुआ होगा. तो there are 8 months and first of all मेरा जो last time जो हिंदी था इतना weak था जब मैं मास्टरशेफ में गया. So then I started learning Hindi because I badly wanted to go to the MasterChef. It was my dream. So finally my dream comes true. So that's what I wanted to say everyone. Don't give up. क्योंकि जो भी आप लोग इधर सीखा है, this is your invest. यहाँ से जब आप बाहर जाएगा, you have a bright future. तो like सब लोग का एक passion रहता है. Stick to your passion. So बहुत मुश्किल होता रहता है, ups and down in your life, सब होता रहता है. But don't give up. Stick to your passion. This is your passion. You earned it. So मेरा एक सपना था. I wanted to do some culinary course. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen because of financial problem. But आप लोग को सब आपका parents का support है. So everybody is graduated. So I think everybody have like bright future. So use it wisely. So yeah, thank you so much for having here. So all the best, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ashik. You are truly an inspiration for us.
Every lecture, every project, and every late night work sessions has contributed to the person I am today. Yes, it wasn't always easy, but as I stand here now, I'm grateful for the guidance of my mentors, the love and support of my family, and the shared journey with my friends. I'm extremely happy for this incredible chapter of my life. To my professors, classmates, friends, and family, thank you for being an important part of my college story. As we start new adventures, let the lessons learned and the memories shared serve as the guiding stars in our future endeavors. Thank you.
Warm good afternoon to all the dignitaries present on and off the dais. First of all, let me admire every one of us here, because today we all are looking so beautiful, so elegant, just looking like a wow. I used to introduce myself as I Khadija Shamila, 4th year civil engineering student. I think now it's time to change. I Khadija Shamila, designation civil engineer. Wow, it sounds great, right? We should be proud to be called as children of BIT, because history tells us that powerful people come from powerful places. I was an introvert person who knew only my 2 cousins, Afrida and Shoaib, and all I wanted to do was graduate with honors and fulfill my family's ambition. Fast forwarded 4 years and one step closer to their dream, and a changed person I am. I made so many good friends, especially Jagu team. We created happy moments and learned so many important lessons from here. And one of them is to balance my personal and academic life. Those silly moments we created with our friends are the one that helps you to grow, to trust, and to survive during the hardest days. I believe you all will relate with me when I say we will miss our campus. From learning to mold cubes to renovating ourselves, from grabbing our friends' tiffin to the happiness of eating snacks during the class, from the excitement of writing tests to the anxiety of receiving answer sheet, from the joy of sipping tea and pubs to the gossiping around the corners of Muba's stall. We will miss this for sure. Looking back, we went through hardest days, yet still we are sitting here, our shiny gowns, certificates in hand, families beside, and the entire board says class of 2019 is leaving, and this moment is ours. On behalf of every we graduate, I would want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who made our time at college memorable. We thank the college management for the wisdom you provided. We thank you all the sharing your knowledge with us, especially the teaching lecturers who stood as our backbone and held us through this journey hand in hand. From preparing mock tests to helping every student to understand the concept, our teachers gave their best and helped us cramming the entire engineering in the span of 4 years. We appreciate all the staff members who have worked tirelessly to ensure that the college facilities function correctly. Let us give them a huge round of applause. I'm sure it's not easy to gather again with these same faces, so Alhamdulillah, I am blessed to get this honor in front of my beloved ones. Now it's time to move on, to take control of your future and thrive in the real world, because out there it is very scary. But always remember, clarity of mind with a purity of heart always wins. Be humble, be kind. This is Engineer Khadija Shavla signing off. Thank you. Have a nice day. 4 years ago, we walked into this institute as freshers, and today we are walking out as engineers ready to tackle the world. It's been a journey filled with highs, lows, and everything in between. In the beginning, we were like the newbies in a giant software program trying to figure out where we fit. Over time, we formed friendships as solid as a well-written code and faced challenges more complex than fixing a bug. From the excitement of completing our first project to the satisfaction of completing our final project, indeed we have experienced it all. Despite the challenges, we have learned to face problems with resilience, finding joy in each small victory. As we move forward, let's carry these experiences knowing we are ready for what comes next. BIT has been a unique chapter, and the memories created here will always stay closer to our hearts. I would like to express my gratitude to our beloved professors who patiently guided us throughout, the supporting staff, our families and friends who have constantly supported us. A sincere and a special appreciation goes to our chairman, Syed Mohammad BEARYS sir, whose unwavering commitment and tireless leadership has been instrumental in steering us towards success. As we approach a new chapter, let's take with us the invaluable lessons we have learned here. Our time here was indeed a roller coaster, and as we bid farewell, let's remember it's just the beginning of a new adventure. May your journey ahead be as thrilling as our time here, and may success always be a constant companion. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Bhagyashree, a proud graduate in Electronics and Communication Engineering. It is indeed an honor to address you on behalf of the remarkable class of 2019. I express my heartfelt gratitude for this opportunity. Congratulations to each graduate of the 2019 batch. Today symbolizes a significant milestone in our journey, but let's remember that the milestone ahead reflects the distance yet to be traveled, just not the covered ground. Standing here is an immense privilege, and I extend my thanks to the BIT management, faculty, staff, dear friends and family whose unwavering support has transformed our dreams into reality. Special thanks to the Almighty for guiding us in every step of the way. As a graduate today, I am filled with joy and pride. We have collectively achieved a major milestone, marking a crucial step in our life's journey. This day signifies the accumulation of 4 years of dedication, leading us into a lifetime commitment to excellence and service. Returning to this campus where our journey as engineering students began, flood my minds with cherished memories. We came from diverse backgrounds, yet we forget bonds of unity and happiness. There is a first our branch divisions. These golden days on this green campus are each in our hearts, forming an invaluable parts of our lives. Our journey was shaped by remarkable professors who made these 4 years everything we are today. Words may fall short to express our gratitude, and we will dearly miss the warmth of this campus. Thanks to these compassionate individuals. The education we received here is more than a merge between engineering and the real world. It is stepping stone to our future. However, this is not the end. Our graduation is a testament to our capabilities, showcasing that what we can achieve when we commit ourselves to our goals. As we venture forth, let's confront new challenges with confidence, armed with the skills and knowledge acquired during these transformative years. In In conclusion, I would like to leave you with a reflection. The past is my heritage and the present is my responsibility and the future is my challenge. Let's cherish the lessons of yesterday, live fully in the present and reach ambitiously for tomorrow. Once again, heartfelt thanks to the BIT for their unwavering support in returning our dreams into reality. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude and memories as we celebrate this momentous occasion. BEARYS Institute of Technology has been more than just a college for me. It's been a transformative journey. I want to express my deepest thanks to the faculty members who have not only imparted knowledge but also instilled in us a passion for learning. Your guidance has been invaluable and I am truly grateful for the wisdom you have shared. To my fellow graduates, we have faced challenges together, celebrated victories and formed lasting bonds. Thank you so much for all the memories. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, let's carry the lessons learned here and strive for excellence. BEARYS Institute of Technology has equipped us with the skills and knowledge needed to navigate the professional world, and I'm confident that each one of us will make a positive impact. A big thanks to my family for their unwavering support, especially my father who's here despite his health. He wanted to support me here. This achievement is as much as yours as it is mine, and I would also like to extend my thanks to the management of BEARYS Institute of Technology for supporting us. Yet again, congratulations to all of the graduates. May our futures be filled with success, purpose, and courage to face the new challenges. May God bless us all. Thank you so much.
First of all, I want to congratulations to my fellow graduate. Yes, we achieved it. Late night studies, challenging hours, hard work, everything is remembered. I will take a moment to express my gratitude towards management, principal, HODs, staffs, and alumni of BIT institution. They have always guided and supported me throughout. I could also like to thank my family and friends too. As it is a graduation, it is not just an end, but a beginning. I will carry the memories, the friendship, and the lesson that will be never forget in my mind. Thank you all.
This was the thought I had when I climbed this very stage 10 years before to collect my graduation certificate. As you might have guessed, I was wrong, completely wrong. Over the years, I realized what I got here in this institution is a firm foundation made of knowledge and values which helped me to build the life I wanted. In reality, rules of engagement change. You will need to have fresh point of view every time you come across obstacles. Here are 3 lessons from my journey that I would like you to remember. Never stop learning. In my career, I've realized that learning is a lifelong process. The world is evolving rapidly, and to keep up, we must evolve too. Embrace failures. I've faced my share of failures, but each failure was a lesson, a stepping stone to success. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Make difference. In my journey, I have learned that success is not just about personal achievements. It's about making a difference in the lives of others. No matter where life takes you, stay humble. Remember your roots and the values this institute has instilled in you. Congratulations to the class. May your journeys be as remarkable as view from this hilltop, and may you continue to climb new heights with courage and purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we have our alumnus who have shared their experiences through a video message. The 3 videos will be of Mr. Vanasyam from year 2022, Mr. Afzal from the year 2013, and Mr. Sheikh Mohammed Zaid from the year 2019. Here is the video.
Greetings everybody, greetings to the future world changers, respected dignitaries on the dais and all my favorite faculties and my friends. Thank you so much for hosting this gathering, for facilitating our graduates, and congratulations to the future world changers. I will be using this word very often throughout my presentation. So this is a long journey that you had, 18 years of journey from the time you were in LKG till now, right? You're finally getting launched to the school of life. So when you were in LKG or UKG, let's go back a little, and when you were there at that time, what would have been your goals and ambitions and stuff you might have been thinking about? Now, I've created a very difficult presentation where, maybe you could see, okay, what else we would be thinking other than going back home, eating snacks, and, playing and have the best bats in the sports room when the ring bells for the PT period, right? So these were some of the goals that we might have had back then, but our parents might have seen a better future for us. But then, we moved ahead and we went to primary schools where what happened there is we got clarity on what we want to do, right? We saw teachers teaching us and we went ahead outside and started beating the bushes and teaching the plants, right? And then we wanted to become engineer, we wanted to become doctors, and all such clarity started coming to us. And even I had a dream, when I was in primary school, I wanted to become President of India. That's funny. Because the reason I wanted to become president was because I was, at that point in time, our president was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, and we used to hear a lot of stories about him, right? He was my hero. All the time we try to relate ourselves to somebody who is doing something great, right? And in his story, he used to study under the street light. He used to sell tea and he used to help his family, and then he became this, ISRO scientist and became the president. I thought, studying under the lamplight, street light and selling the tea and all are the steps to become the president. So I was trying to relate myself, because even I studied under, kerosene lamp and all such things. Now that might, let you think that this girl is really old. No, I am not. It's just that the technology or, electricity took a little while to reach my village I come from. It's a really small village where I come from, right? So he's been our inspiration, my inspiration. So as you can see, in every stage, we will have inspirations and we will have heroes we relate to and we grow, right? Post which all of us, of course, after primary, all of us will go to high school, where it will become even more focused. We learn maths, we learn science, and then we get this clarity that, when I go to PUC, what subject I should be taking, right? From there, it will become even more focused. You will choose arts, commerce, or science, and from there, you're here choosing very specific domain in engineering, what you wanted to do, right? Now, you're all launched in that particular domain itself. Now, you succeeded. Congratulations, 18 years of journey is, in your hands now. Now, again, you're getting inside a big ocean of opportunities and various ideas, right? Now, we see a lot of evolution of tech in our life. Why is Silicon Valley so famous? What's happening there? Why so much money is, billions of dollars is getting raised in Silicon Valley? Why Bangalore is the hub of tech? Why Bangalore is so rich? Right? So when I did my own research, I found out that it's because all of them share one thing in common, which is entrepreneurship mindset. Now you all might be thinking, what is entrepreneurship mindset? Do we have that? Maybe. These are some of the mindset that, maybe we will have very strong entrepreneurship mindset. Curiosity and passion. Be curious, okay? Like, there's never ending curiosity you should be possessing for you. And then you keep asking questions. Whenever you're in the class, keep asking questions. That's one way to learn more. And then always think, why not me? Right? If there is a problem, if there is something fallen on the ground when we are walking, like, pick it up. Why not you pick it up instead of waiting for somebody else to come and pick it up, right? Same way, you think about why not me? When there is a problem, try to solve it. And then entrepreneurship mindset is also about thinking that tomorrow will be better, right? Tomorrow is going to be better. That's what they believe. Now, when I was in college, just like all of you, before I founded my startup Atom 360, I was in college. I was exposed to this amazing workshop about free and open source softwares, which was like, boom, life-changing for me as a student. I used to go to lab, code, and learn. All that was very cliche. But then this workshop, where I got exposed to a new world of free and open source softwares, was game-changing for me. What is free? Free stands for freedom here. It's not like cost-free. It's about freedom of using the technology, distributing it to people, and all such means. Now, what did I do with this knowledge in college? Right? I wanted to do a project which is actually going to make a change in the world. I mean, that's what I was thinking, and I had 3 problems I wanted to solve. And because I don't have a lot of time, so I'll just tell you what I solved. So we picked up this problem statement of solving the language barrier between technology and our parental generation, which is something that we see around us also, right? If you see my parental generation, or the akkas and annas who are working here, or the Paura Karmikas from the city, they know to read and write in Kannada, but they're not using technology. Why? Because technology is dominated by English. So if there was a means in which I could provide them the technology in their own language, that would be a game changer at that point in time, right? So what I did as part of college project is came up with this amazing program called Namma Fedora. This was an operating system which could work completely in Kannada. Of course, we took we had lakhs and lakhs of lines of code and instructions to be translated. I, with my team, reached out to Mangalore University and took help from the Kannada scholars there to also help us with this, with translation and everything. But that was a project. But it was an idea, right? It was an idea inspired by a problem around us. I was just like you. I did not have anything extra. I was just thinking in that direction, that's it. And then from there, I did not create it as a startup or anything, but it was a college project and I kept it for free. I did not know how to make money out of it or anything like that, so it's still there. Then, after going out from here, I founded my startup, Atom 360. Atom 360 is a health tech startup where we believe that healthcare should be an affordable necessity and not a privilege. So when we started, we were we were in this competition called IBM Watson AI X Prize, which gave us the global recognition. So we applied to it, and we proposed this amazing idea of innovative way to do oral cancer screening and treating cancer through a microbot and all such things. But then what happened was, when we were in semi-finals and around that time, our idea was rejected. That's a failure thing that I'm going to talk to you about, but yeah, so these are the points that we figured out why oral cancer should be a problem that we should pick up and solve. So here, I put the mindset of why not me? I come from a technical background, but why not me try to solve this problem in that domain? If I have the support, if there are people who already know what is going on in the domain, I can just go learn from them and understand and try to solve with my tech expertise, right? So that's how we tried solving it, and this is the app that you can see, which is already launched and has its patent. Yeah, boom, with that idea, now Rizma is a patent holder, and and you have the steps of doing the screening as well in our app. So the failure I talked about was, getting out of the competition with the IBM Watson AI X Prize competition, where, that was the only point where we wanted to work and make this problem be solved. But then we failed. We failed as in, we were out of the competition given by 3 juries, but 2 of them had actually suggested us for Milestone Award, but 1 of them didn't because of our treatment solution. But everybody had very good idea about everybody could see the future of where we are heading with cancer screening one, right? Now, I cried for 1 week, 1 whole week, because we were dropped out from the competition. And then I want to tell this story that, next one, I had a meeting after a week with the doctor with whom we are working, and I'm sitting outside the cabin. I'm very, grumpy, angry, annoyed, very sad. I see a person sitting opposite of me, holding something on his face, with this towel or something. And I'm just casually looking, and he removes his towel, and the scenario was haunting. blood oozes from his face and it's dripping, and it's a very well grown lesion of cancer. And the only thing was, why are these people not going to hospital when it is really small? But then there were a lot of challenges over there, and at that period of time I thought, okay, if I am not doing this, then I'll have to wait somebody else to come and do this particular thing, and I'll never be able to face myself with the confidence and everything that I had back then. So no stopping, just go ahead. Next day we found that government is supporting startups who have these very innovative solutions, who can get into the market. We applied, we received crores of grants, we got our solution to idea into the solution stage, and our algorithm has an accuracy of 91% sensitivity and 97% specificity, which is better than humans accuracy. And we also won all of these awards. So last year we were the National Bio Entrepreneurship Competition winners, and there are a lot. And now this year I also became Google's Women Tech Makers Ambassador, where my responsibility is to educate people about tech, especially bring women up front and encourage them. So what do we need to getting started in entrepreneurship? You need one professor like Aziz Mustafa sir, because there was a subject in college where it talked about entrepreneurship, and his motivational stories were really inspiring. What you need to do is you have to facilitate all the mindset that I talked about earlier, right? Some of you might have job opportunities in hand, but the rest of you has the entire world as opportunity. Come on, go out, figure out what you want to do. Find out a problem, seek for help, seek for mentorship. You will be able to do it one day. And even if the ones who already have jobs in hand, definitely you can do it, and someday you also have to think beyond the boundaries. Right now, we might have been hearing around us that 8 hours of work is not enough in a day, and you have to work for 18 hours of work, like 18 hours a day, and that sounds really impossible. I mean, if you're in a company and they're imposing you to do that, it's sick. So do something on your own, set your own boundaries and freedom and everything, and bring some change to the world. And with that note, I would like to end, but before that, if none of you, like any one of you, did not register for Alumni Association form, please do it, because we want to make a strong community here. How can we, force our chairman to create an innovation lab here? Only through constantly bugging him. Let's do that. I mean, I'm very sure that, he has this plan for nurturing innovations and startups in the institution. Last year, we talked about the pharma, department, and this year I see a building there. I mean, mashallah, that's really good. I mean, I see that anything which can help and improve our students' life and the way we look at the world. I think our chairman has always been supportive. Let's leverage that, and yep, once again, all the best to all our future world changers. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
We are very honored to have our alumni with us. Thank you for inspiring and motivating us. And now I request the Honorable Chairman, along with the other dignitaries, to felicitate our alumni who are with us today. Dr. Sanjit and Anchan, I request you come on stage. Department of Civil Engineering, a student from the first outgoing batch 2013, who is currently working as an assistant professor in MIT, National Institute of Engineering, Mysore. We also got Sandesh and Radha, graduated from the year 2013, who is a senior product manager in Furnace Energy, Bangalore.
He has completed his PhD in Sanjit. Also Sanjit Kanchan, he was awarded PhD.
Yeah. Mr. Shahid,
the most merciful and beneficent. Graduation day is a sort of mixed feeling for me. One side it is a celebration, and other side it is a separation. Celebration because you have come here as a student, now you are parting away as engineers and architects. And separation is because we are going to miss you We are going to miss you very dearly. You are the one who made BIT and BEARYS what we are today. You have put your effort, you have contributed, and you worked really, really hard. Tomorrow, you may become a successful engineer or entrepreneur, or a startup person like our Isma. But be truthful always. Always speak the truth, come what may. Be always trustworthy. When the people assign a job to you in your work, in your career, wherever you are, once it is being trusted, you should be the trustee, you should be the trustworthy of that assignment. Speak the truth, be trustworthy, be compassionate. Always have compassion with not only the human being, even with our nature, even with the animals, even with the birds. In every aspect, we should have the compassion. God has been described as the God. He is the most benevolent and merciful. He is compassion. God's compassion is compared as more than the compassion of a mother, 78%. So we need to be compassion always. We should not have a rigidity. We should not have a fundamental, ideas. It should be always, you should be flexible. You should always be flexible. And you see, always don't seek God or seek, job. You must create the job. And today, in today's world, entrepreneurship is a key factor. And I was not having any degree or something like that to become a successful businessman, whereas you have all that. You have a degree behind you, right? So you need to go for entrepreneurship. But in today's entrepreneurship, I have a caution to you. When you do, my friend, why you are standing there? Hey darling, hey my darling, why you are standing there? Sit down. Sit down, sit down. This is perhaps the last time I am going to talk to you in this manner. So please listen to me carefully. That is, never start a business or never do anything in this life, where money becomes the focus. I am taking up this job so that I want to become a, rich man. I am taking up this work so I can buy a big car. I can build a big house. I can go to the world tour. The materialistic aspect should not be there when we take up any assignment, any work, any vision we have. Material things should not be there. The reason being, what is being assigned to us, God will give it to us, by default. Because God has already written what I have to get and how much I have to get, where I have to get. But when you start something, you throw yourself. Give 100%, absolutely 100%. That passionate commitment, till such time we reach our goal, we shall not leave any stone unturned. That determination is required. And 21st century is for India, my friend. This is truly a blessed country. Our Dr. Sampath sir has mentioned that India is truly a blessed country. That's the reason Allama Iqbal said then, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. And in our life, especially to my young engineers and architects, I'm telling you, never think of, there are certain circumstances happen where it doesn't go as per your aspiration. Sometimes you feel that no, we have been marginalized, we have been sidelined, we have not got the right opportunity. In all these circumstances, my appeal to you that never do anything which goes against to our motherland. Never. In whatever the circumstance, tomorrow unfortunately, maybe your brother or maybe your father or maybe somebody close to you is being jailed. And you feel that, no, it is wrong. What they have done is, they are innocent, they have been wrongly imprisoned. But that should not, make you to take a wrong decision. I'm telling very, very openly, because I also got an opportunity to learn, travel part of the world, and I'm again re-emphasizing, Sare Jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. Always work for India. Work for the people. I mean, here there are about 300 people who have become graduate. Do you know, in this 5 square kilometer in this vicinity, at least 25,000 students are there. They want to also become an engineer or an architect or a political engineer. I mean, a graduate engineer. But they couldn't do it because they have not been, graced with the money or support or whatever is needed. So you got all that. You understand? So every day of our life should be, count the blessings. Every day, count the blessings. And in this college campus, as you come, you have seen my Lord advanced me in knowledge. The knowledge is a key factor, and knowledge doesn't end by virtue of simple having a certification. Knowledge is from cradle to grave. Knowledge is from cradle to grave. Don't go everyone for the job. Part of you pursue your higher education. Get exam, and different exams are there. You try in that. There are great deal of scholarship available, in foreign country, in Europe, in US, and in UK, and Far East, many other areas. Pursue that. Raise your bar. This is one aspect. Some people should concentrate on civil services. Civil services like IAS, IPS, IRS, IFS. Because there you get an opportunity to touch the maximum people, in your life. Because you are representing the government. So pursue the civil services. And some of you people should specifically go for military defense. In the defense field you must go. Whether it is, army or air force or what is the other thing? And navy. You pursue that, please. Don't everyone go for the work. And don't really, everyone has to go to Dubai or Saudi Arabia to make your life. India is growing. India is, the whole world is coming here. Because I'm interacting with the multinationals. Whole world is coming to India. There was a time, maybe 30, 20 years back. But today's India is not that way. I had an opportunity to visit US about 3 weeks back. There was a conference on education. They invited me as one of the speakers in Dallas, Texas. Since we are doing data center of late, I went to visit North Virginia, which is a part of Washington DC. And when I was interacting with the white-skinned people, the Americans, the original Americans, the kind of respect they talk with us, especially when I mentioned to them that we are developing data center, they couldn't believe that an Indian guy is doing a data center and of that class and style. And not to any Tom, Dick and Harry. We are doing the data center for NTT Japan. The first data center of Microsoft in India was awarded to us. We are doing that in Hyderabad. Okay, and they really felt great about that. And we also brought in a lot of value engineering. So that is what we spoke to them. And I was showing my brochure. Can you imagine when I shown the brochure, they said, sir, why don't you build this kind of a data center here in USA? I said, inshallah, who knows? Because everything, one aspect is very, very clear, my friend. Everything is God ordained. There is nothing coincidence. Everything is God ordained. We must have that belief, that absolute trust, that truthfulness. And whatever we do, ultimately it should affect the societal happiness. You understand the societal happiness? Now you are in computer science, you are into different areas. Try to wherever, you all generally come from village. You all come from a villages. So wherever you are, invariably there will be a government school or there will be a private school. Try to get attached with those schools. See how you can help those in those schools. by virtue of using the technology, and whatever the technology, never think that, oh, it is all technology, nothing is going to happen tomorrow, we are not going to get a job and etc. Let me tell you, artificial intelligence, or what is it called, the change in the draft they do, in the drafting letter, chat GBT, see, I have proved myself that I am an illiterate person, correct, because I couldn't pronounce it properly. But what I am saying is, artificial intelligence can help you to write the love letter, but it will not love you. You got my point? For loving, the human nature is there. The human factor is there. Respect that. When God created a human, He said, I am creating a human as the highest form of creation in this world. This whole universe, this entire thing is given for the human. And if you behave like an animal, if that selfishness, that ego and the pride and and all that will not really work good for us. I am again appealing to you that you are the torch bearer of BEARYS Institute of Technology, BEARYS Cennuru Architecture Design School. We also have a long way to go. We wanted to, come out with a new technology under the BEARYS Institute of Emerging Science. We also want to get into the medical field, especially the health science. That is also our intention. Eventually, we wanted to, go with a university. BEARYS Global University, the name also I already thought of now, for societal benefit, societal happiness. Inshallah, when that will happen, you can come back. Maybe some of you become the professor by that time. You can help us. So that is what we needed. Ultimately, it should not become just one engineering college or an architecture school. We must go beyond that. We must have an aim in our life. Every opportunity you must encash on that. That encashment not for our own self-benefit or self-enjoyment. That kind of a magnanimity you must bring in your heart. Always think about the college and institution. Try to connect with the alumni. Meet more often. I'm extremely happy with the Dubai alumni, the kind of work they do. We are having one project in Dubai now, and we are going to start that officially. And I'm giving a different perception that where India is today. In the marketing, what is that? Marketing, connotation, marketing connotation. I use the word design in India, built in Dubai, celebrated worldwide. You get my point? For the project, the marketing strategy is design in India, built in Dubai, celebrated worldwide. So that kind of a mindset we must have. Anything we do, we must have India as a center point. How we can, because India has done this nation has given us so much. So now it is a time for us to give it back. And you give it back only when we are conscious about quality. We are conscious about trustworthiness. We are conscious about humanity. All that aspect should come. So I once again thank you all for your reach as engineers and architects today. Mainly, I would like to thank the parents, who have really dealt with you in a great manner. Despite their challenges and issues and limitations, I don't think they have ever, troubled you. They have given you the best. This is the time for you to give back. Give back to your parents. Deal nicely with the parents. Never hurt them. Never, in any case, never hurt your parents. Every day morning, your prayer should be on time, every time. Whatever you are, wherever you are, pray on time and pray every time. And whatever you do, in that you bring that aspect in your mind. If you are in the morning when you are leaving your home, if you are at home, then go to your parents, go to your mother and father, kiss their forehead, then you leave. Never hurt their feelings. I am very, very clear about you, and never have any issue with your neighbors, your family member. Be good with everyone. Everyone you should have a magnanimity. Everyone, you must take everyone together. That kind of a India we must build, and you are all, the engineers are the builder of the nation. So that is how, I expect, all of you to work. And whenever you work, whenever you do something, think for a while that I am a BITian. I'm from BEARYS. So my action should not hurt or damage the goodwill, what we have been creating for all these years. That is a conscious, checks and balance you have to create yourself. I pray to God Almighty to make our effort easy, make our journey meaningful, virtuous and successful for this world and hereafter. Before I conclude, I have one, very, what to say, we had a head of accounts gentleman, Mr. Naresh Bhatt. He joined us 8.5 years back, and he was in Bangalore, and he lost his mother. Because he lost his mother, he came back to his native place. He is nearby Bantwal, and that is the time I happened to meet him. I liked him as a person. I took him, and he was joined as a senior accountant. Immediately he's become the accounts manager. Then he has become a senior accounts manager. Can you imagine all the institution, the record was maintained by him. Not only here, even our Mangalore institution, even our village Kodi institution, everything was handled by that one great man. Unfortunately, he is no more with us. We lost him just last week. Young age of 52, he died. And he got two daughters, one of 4th standard, she is studying, one is on the 8th standard. He came here to take care of your father, but father, who is in 89 years, he is alive. And when my brother went to see him, his father was saying that, "Yen madu sir, nanna maga nanakinta modlene hogi bitta." So on his departed soul, may God bless him, eternal peace. And I request all of you to stand up for a minute silence prayer for the departed soul. Till date, every day morning, the first message comes from him. And that message is not forwarding message. He creates the message, he illustrates the message, and he sends to all his friends and his network people. So I think he, Dr. Sampath deserves a very big round of applause. Here, my Rizma is our girl. When she first came, she is again from a poor family. It was trying to make two ends meet, and it was really a hard day. But then, she didn't left it at that. The hardness or a problem in life has not become an impediment in her progress. Imagine the kind of work she has done. Crores of rupees people have invested in her startup, believing in her. That is an aspect that she is created, and she is always talking to me that what else we can do for our institution. So thank you, Rizma, you have done a wonderful job. Our friend Mr. Sandeep, they were three Murtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Parameshwar. Here Sandeep, then Manoj, Laddad, and Mr. Jain. Unfortunately, we lost Jain also many years back. So these two people are, running this architecture paradigm. You must have seen the kind of work he is doing. To be honest, all the top-notch landmark what we have built, it is all their brainchild, including BEARYS Institute of Technology, the BEARYS Knowledge Campus. You imagine it was a barren land from a barren land to bring it to this level, what kind of a vision and understanding one should have. So that is Mr. Sandeep. Even the world's first green mosque in our village Kodi, again designed by them. You know, our corporate office, which is going to be the first net zero commercial building in Bangalore, again it is their design. We are trying to build one gated community in Dubai. You know, if that happens, that will be the game changer in Dubai. Can you imagine? So that is again designed by architecture paradigm. By seeing our Kodi mosque, we have made one documentary film that is seen by one of the rich business group from Saudi Arabia, and during the COVID time, without visiting the place, by virtue of seeing today in the technology we can go and see and understand, they have developed a mosque which is something honestly out of the world, very, very futuristic. That's again Mr. Sandeep. So they have done all that. So I think he also deserves a big round of applause. Now our team member, we have Dr. Manzoor Basha, we have Mr. Sheikh, Architecture Sheikh, we have Dr. Aziz Mustafa, and then we have our director Prithviraj, and all the HODs of our institution, and it is all their effort. So I would like to thank each one of you from bottom of our heart. As you know, in BEARYS, all the institution, there is no management people. We don't have any family members here. It is all managed by them. It is their effort, it is their painstaking, it is their commitment to the cause. That is where, you have been benefited. So I thank every one of you, and I pray to God that may God bless you the health and happiness and contentment, in your life. I would also like to thank all the supporting staff, teaching and non-teaching staff, the gardeners, the housekeeping people, the cooks, and the security guys, and everybody for making BIT and BEARYS what it is today. I pray to God Almighty once again, bless us, bless this institution, and bless this place. Thank you. Good luck. God bless.